Yeah. It won't open me that way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm eating gummies again because, like, I was gonna fall asleep. And I left these in the fridge, so now they're really hard. Anyways. We're not continuing the book right now. This is really hard to chew. We are going to develop a really much needed game. That I'm collabing with somebody on Instagram. This very beautiful lady. Sorry, she's actually talking to me. We're exchanging information about kids with autism and babies, because she is a mother. She's a recent mom. She just had a baby, and I was just giving her some tips because she's doing it alone, and that's amazing. And I'm just trying to help her, like, ease the anxiety of having a newborn baby by yourself, and also to keep the baby from crying and crying, because separation is really difficult for babies. So I'm just giving her advice. But anyway, she's helping me think about a type of game that people or children with autism would respond to. And this game is for doing simple chores in the house, which someone... so this is going to help me in the end. So it's going to be a reward system. It's not going to be a reward punishment system because that doesn't work. So it's just a reward system. And I can't spell right now. I'm spelling words. I literally just... I don't know what I spelled. This stem, whatever. Is that even a word? So things that have to do with doing chores, you always want to make them colorful. You want to make them fun. And for me, the best thing is what's the thing? What do they use it? The wheel from... I forgot the name of the game. The one where there's colors on the ground. They're different colors, and it's right foot, red foot, whatever. You know what I mean? And you spin the wheel. That. So spinning the wheel, those are so easy to make. And I'm going to modify it because, you just got to modify things to make them better, more efficient. So what I'm doing is on the big hand, which is essentially just the biggest arrow, the longest arrow, that's going to be priority, I guess. And I'm going to change the language because, as you know, it's important. And then there's going to be a smaller hand. So essentially it's going to be a little clock, but not really. It's not going to tell time. The little hand, I'm going to put minuscule. I don't know how my brain works sometimes. I just don't. Anyone else who reads my notes and any of my plans, I highly doubt that they will comprehend what my thinking process is, which is great because nobody can steal my stuff, you know. Good luck with that. So essentially, I'm trying to think, how would I set this up? I have base, 2 arrows. You can flick one really fast and the other one's going to be slower. That's just the way it works. And then depending on the tasks that you have, so let me see. I have to figure out what tasks are most important because, you know, there's priorities when you have a home. So the first one would be litter box and food for animals and water. Because if you don't feed your animals, they die. So there's that. And then there's trash and recycle. 3, it would be kitchen cleanup. 4 would be clean your toilet. 5 what else? I mean, those are essentially it. Like, you know, if you don't clean your toilet, that's gross. And then non-essentials, the minuscule. Replace the toilet paper when you use it all. And I say that's kind of minuscule because, like, in the end, you're the one that's going to suffer if you don't replace the toilet paper. So I'm leaving that there. Okay, so I'm putting dust, like to dust. Bed sheets. You're supposed to clean your bed sheets like every 3 weeks or every week, I think, because of dead skin and whatnot. But with somebody with autism, you know, I think that would just be too much. So I'm just going to say every month, once a month. Naturally, I take care of myself, so like every day I clean it. But I've noticed that my roommate, anyways, and it's also because he's a guy in a Chinese family, and they're basically like Hispanics. They do the same thing, where they do everything for their boys, and then the women have to do everything, you know, same bullshit. So anyways, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. We have an odd number. What are you barking at? So we're going to divide the pie by 7. And then we're also going to leave one spot blank in order to have the person write in something that they are willing to do. So okay, so I just made a line across. And now with doing something like this, depending on, see, I numbered this. The highest priority, it's going to take a bigger amount of the pie. So then the chance increases that it lands there. It's based on probability in math. Anyways, so the thing that you need the most, the biggest part, and I'm not going to put fractions because for the life of me, the way they taught me fractions, I do not comprehend. So I'm going to do angles instead because that makes more sense to me. I know. So let's see. Base angle is an obtuse angle. And then after that, I forgot. We'll just get smaller, whatever. Just do minus 10 degrees each. Yeah. Minus 10 degrees after the obtuse angle for each level. And then for the minuscule, I'm going to keep them all acute. And maybe this doesn't work. I'm trying to visualize this as I shrink. It should work. This is why I need somebody to point these things out. But anyways, or maybe we just keep subtracting negative 10 degrees. Or maybe we'll do less. We'll do half of that. -5 instead of -10. Because then it's just going to be too small and then it's not even going to, you can't even label it. So yeah. So we do that and then we do one blank space, and the blank space you can write in and we should call it something. I think we should just say like I can and then put underscore. I can or I will, like affirmations. Which is better? I can. You know what? I want to would be better. You know? I think I want to because, you know, wanting to do something means it's positive for you. So, yeah. And then, of course, you want to make it colorful. So the color wheel, I would just do the color wheel. I don't have one with me. Oh, I actually do. Okay. Ooh, I almost slipped. Where are you? Hey. Where is the color wheel? Where did I put that? I know it's around here somewhere. Somewhere in this mess. All right. Well, anyways, we have color theory. I actually have a color wheel that moves, and I have it somewhere. I just can't remember where it is. So color wheel. Where are you? Yeah. So the best example here in this book is this one. Because not only can you use color, but you can use the warmth and the coolness to indicate what's really important. And kids with autism and kids in general, you know, they're really attached to color on a psychological level. So yeah, and it's also part of game design and anything you do. So everything that's important would be a warm tone. Yeah, because it's like stop signs are red. And this way, in the end, if you do this when they're young, they'll recognize patterns, like things that warn you are red. You know, so then when they're starting to learn how to drive and like, you know, so in the end, this would help them. Warm tones. And then things that aren't as important are cooler and they're less stressful. And cooler. Because that's another thing you don't want to do is to stress someone with autism, because they don't know how to handle it, and that could be very just anxiety inducing for everyone involved. You know, I've seen parents that have never raised kids with autism, and let me tell you, it's like a tornado. So yeah, this is pretty easy to make. I'm going to do this and I'll post a PDF of the setup, and then I'm going to see where I can get the arrows. And you know, if you have an old clock too, like a really cheap one, you could do that too. And then that would just save you, like the clock would choose what your kid does. And that's pretty fun too. I used my old clock for some other art, so I'm not going to do that. But these things are sold for kids in elementary school, so I just have to find where they are. And yeah, I'll post a PDF with all the, well, actually, I should probably leave it empty. I'll make it a PDF that you can type into, and then you can modify it depending on your household needs. Because everyone's house is different. Had to sneeze, but it went away. PDF. Autofill or something. I don't know what it's called. So yeah, so this game, I'm naming it Spectrum. And it was literally just like 7 minutes, right? Or 18 minutes just designing this. And then making it is really simple too. Sorry, I'm still sleepy. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. Oh yeah, I was up at 4 a.m. I forgot about that. I know, 2 a.m. That's why. I forgot. So yeah, if you want a copy, I will post it in the description. You know, feel free to modify it. If you do use it, you know, add my Instagram because I want to see how you did it, but super simple. And that is it, because I think I'm going to nap. I'm really tired. All right. Yes, can I help you? Oh, and another thing. Oh my gosh, she almost ate my gummies. No, you can't eat that. That can kill her. So going back to the previous video about my dreams, the one with the animal skulls, where I was like, I don't necessarily know what that represented. Well, today I was watching the people that I was talking about, the Native Reacts guys, and they mentioned a group called MMWI, and they are people who go looking for Indigenous girls who have been taken. And I was like, now that makes sense. So I'm also going to post that because that's really important to support. It's just weird how things just come together. It's not weird. I'm just, I already know why they come together. But for other people, it's like, that's weird. There's no such thing as chance or coincidence. Sorry, there's chance, but yeah. Anyways, and another thing that happened to me today, I was sitting on my beanbag reading Deepak Chopra's book about love. And I was like, I really want to go read by the lake. I really need lawn chairs, like beach chairs. And then I went to go walk Heidi like 10 minutes after I decided that. And guess what I found? 2 beach chairs that somebody was throwing out. Yeah. I'm lucky because I put all my luck, like my luck points. Actually, I put all my stats in luck. Like 100%. There she is. I think, right? I don't know. Anyways, I made the game, if that's who I think it is. I'm going to post it on this description when it's finished. It shouldn't take me too long. What am I doing tomorrow? I mean, I could pretty much do it tomorrow for Art Thursday. So I will post it by tomorrow, I guess. Am I doing anything else? Like work? Like urgent work? No, I don't think so. So yeah, I can do that by tomorrow, and then you can download it. And if you want me to add anything, change things, I'll do that because it's just prototyping, and it's just simple. It's no coding. It's nothing complex. So yeah, I'm really tired. What else? Nothing else to mention. I have several games that they just need finalization. I just need Illustrator to put them together, but I absolutely refuse to buy that. They're just so expensive, unnecessarily expensive. So I do have projects that, like I'm always creating new projects. I do finish my projects when the time is right. And there's some that I don't finish, that's true. But I'm at least I'm doing something, I'm not being bored or, complaining that I'm stuck at home. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. So tomorrow for Kind Art Thursday, we'll finish this. So I finish one thing to completion. And actually, do they have those at Michael's? We're going to play this smart because it's not about working hard. It's about working smart. Work smarter, not harder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that that color wheel. I'm going to break it apart, and then I'm going to scan it, and it'll be so much easier. So, and it already has the holes. So all I need are the arrows. Yeah. So yeah, work smarter, not harder. And that's all I can say. I'm gonna go crash.